What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Roleplaying Unlimited Tuesday night Star Wars What If. Look at us with 6 viewers. It's like we're an actual streaming show all of a sudden. Thank you all so much for coming to join us this evening. We hope you enjoy what we have to provide for you entertainment-wise here. And we're going to start off with our usual introductions, playing our medical droid here to my right. We have Cody222. What's up, brother?
What's going on, everybody? Thanks for coming down and checking us out. Hopefully it will be a good show, a good game. You'll enjoy it just as much as we do. And hopefully I don't have to patch up too many blaster holes in these people, but we'll see what happens.
And speaking of, well, he doesn't have a blaster hole. He has a stun burn after taking a shot from a hunter-killer droid last game. What's up, Steve?
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, I mean, hopefully at least this adventure, this time around I could actually get some, shoes. If you see in the picture, yeah, my character is ragged dressed, no shoes, and stun burn holes. So hopefully it'll be doing a lot better than he started with.
Well, I guess we'll see. At least he got his high from the medical droid there, so he's currently asleep. But next to our medical droid there, we have Roland, our Chiss soldier. We did learn a little bit more about him last session. What's going on, James?
Oh, hello there. I'd like to say that for Steve, he will be getting a shoe. And it's going to be my shoe going right up his candy ass. It keeps going how he's going. Anyway, hello, and I look forward to playing with everybody today.
And our surly Mandalorian on the southwest side of the screen there, Kalinar. What's up, brother?
I'm pretty sure I just heard James talking about Mushu pork. Well, I assume pork. Mushu style something. I'm interested.
Delicious.
Yeah, let's check that out. I'm particularly interested today, not just in finding Steve a pair of shoes so we can deal with that odor, but finding out who the hell tried to kill me last game.
I wouldn't recommend buying anything for Steve. He's just going to sell it for drugs.
You bet.
And last but certainly not least, our other Mandalorian, also a dwarf in the Baldur's Gate campaign. What's up, Jason?
Hey everybody, how's it going tonight? Looking forward to playing Cestus. Got more swagger for the gunslinger ready for tonight.
Heck yeah. Now to kind of fast forward a bit from where we were at the end of last session, we had our spaceship chase, Justin's rickety old ship latching on via tractor beam to James's much more powerful and up-to-date starship. Unfortunately, the tug of war kind of ripped Justin's ship apart, but it was how our group of characters came to all be together on the same ship. Now after that, we have moved back onto Onderon, and we're here back in the spaceport near a familiar Venator cruiser.
Never heard of such a thing.
Yeah, let me know when I wake up.
Yeah, it's more like a building than an actual cruiser now.
I would say by this point, Don, you could at least be coming to.
That was great. What's up, guys?
Shut up.
Well, that's kind of rude.
Right?
Charming.
We would prefer that you just do not engage the medical droid for illicit narcotics, if at all possible.
Or any other narcotics.
I assure you, nothing in my medical kit is illicit or illegal, sir.
All I ask is that we don't give him anything that impairs his judgment.
I have excellent judgment.
I don't think it takes drugs for him to have impaired drug judgment. Yeah.
Suppose you're right. Good point.
Look, I came from Coruscant, all right, guys, and I got into a little bit of trouble. My family life really wasn't that great. Yes, I need the chems to go on, but it's also to make sure that ghost stays away. And then,
Wait,
no,
did
what?
you see can you say that again so I can understand that?
It keeps the ghost away.
Do you see this? Do you see this now?
No, because I've been properly medicated.
It is a guiding spirit, I suspect, that seeks to instruct him in the finer ways of the Force. The Ithorian speaks up. I was trying to tell him as much when last we spoke before he passed out.
So he's a Jedi, is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Right.
My background, I doubt Jedi is in my future.
I doubt it is in anyone's future. The Jedi have not been around for a very long time.
Couple hundred
Some
years.
of us have seen sure of that.
Well, he's talking like he is.
Look, I apologize for stealing your ship. It was the best ship that I found available that I could get into quite easily. You may want to put some better security on this thing. And, again, I do apologize. I was not going to hurt your sister. And, I was just going to try to find a place to go that I could get away from those assassin droids and be done with it.
I understand your logic. The logic is sound, but you coming aboard, luckily, it worked out for you in this case. Next time, what if it came upon a warship or patrol craft or a law enforcement vessel? That wouldn't have gone so great for you.
Somehow my luck tends to make sure that these things don't happen. That's why I was able to survive so long with nothing.
So you're saying luck is your power?
I wouldn't call it a power. I would just call it, things just tend to happen. Stuff, there's been times where I've been chased and stuff would just move in the way of my pursuers. There'd be times where I needed to get somewhere and I could just ask them to go. And for some reason, they would automatically say yes. And then there'd be times where, again, I'd be chased. And before I knew it, I was running much faster and jumping much higher than I could ever thought possible.
Interesting.
He's explaining the Force in each one of those examples, the Ithorian continues.
It does match up with the limited databanks I have regarding the disciples and the abilities they often possess.
So you're doing this, you're telling us that you do this by accident or innately, it just happens, but you're not necessarily controlling it or half control of it.
Correct. I mean, I have no idea what's going on. And then I have this ghost thing that keeps following me around trying to tell me how to live my life. And, he's been with me ever since I was a child. However, basically my dad was an alcoholic. My mom worked, menial jobs. And then one day she just disappeared. And I think my father had something to do with it because he was very abusive to both myself and my mother. As soon as I was able to, I left that place, ended up on the streets and surviving on drugs and whatever I could steal at that point.
What does the ghost that haunts you, I suppose, look like?
It's very hard to say because it's mostly translucent and I mostly hear it rather than see it. And look, and again, I do apologize if you want to just dump me off on the planet and leave me to my own devices. It's the same as everywhere else that I've ever been.
The Force Ghost looks like Marcellus Wallace, just so we're clear.
Gotcha.
I look like some bitch then.
Does he look like?
Does he look like a bitch?
What?
What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English in what?
Hi, Galactic.
Okay, so what are you going to do with me?
Well, I'm not gonna murder
It
you.
seems like the Athorian over there said that we all came together for a reason. So what's your reason to be here? You said you don't really know it, but I think deep down you do.
I just let what happens happen. Whenever I have the opportunity to do a job where I could get some money so that I can get my medication, so that I can, forget the pain and the suffering that I've been through, then, that's the way it is.
Let me ask
Well,
you
write
this.
me a sonnet while you're at it.
Well, let me ask you this, Mr. Steve. Do you have any useful skills that you could apply for us?
I'm really good with mechanics. I'm really good with my hands.
Illicit pirating of a craft is another one you could add to your repertoire.
Well, yeah, I am a pretty good pilot too.
You're a pilot. I don't know if I would say a good pilot.
I can explain the potential that Steve has, and my role in helping him unlock it. I would be most eager to take him back to my home on Onderon to show him an item that I have kept secreted for some time. You are all welcome to accompany, of course. As I said, your destinies are all intertwined.
We still have somebody that hasn't woke up yet that's involved in this that we need to take care of first. That's our primary goal.
He is currently stable. He will require rest. But when he comes to, I'm sure you will find his purpose lines up very much with all of ours.
And my sister's purpose?
I would say you know more about that than I, but it was you who sought me out. So I would be willing to instruct her as well, if you would permit it.
The permission, you should seek the permission from her, not me.
I'm quite eager to learn more about this power that I have. The Chiss people do not treat me very kindly, at least for the time that I've been there, so I would very much be interested in learning whatever it is you have to teach me, the young girl responds.
If what you have to teach will help me get off the streets and actually find a purpose, then I'm willing to listen to what you have to say.
Very well. As your ship comes to a landing down here in the exterior spaceport, you guys gain access to the larger part of the port itself. Yemwar's house is actually just to the left as you guys are coming in through these south gates. And it doesn't take you very long to get there. At the time that you guys are arriving, it is nighttime on this side of the planet, so all the businesses are closed. There's not a lot of people wandering around. Nobody's really paying attention to what you guys are doing as you arrive.
How do you want to deal with your compatriot that is injured?
As you said, that's our priority. We need to see that he's back on his feet and where he wants to go.
So I guess what my follow-on question is, do you intend to take him to some medical facility for more in-depth treatment?
Does that seem necessary, Dan?
Nah, Cody did a very good job on him. It's really just a matter of he needs time to rest and recover.
As long as we have a space to let him recuperate, and I'm sure the rest of you will need to rest as well, that should be enough.
Can we transport him with us?
Yes, he was on the hovering gurney. It should be enough.
As we can see here on the current map, this is an abandoned, some kind of industrial building that Yemwar has claimed for his abode. That's kind of how it goes here in the spaceport. There's not a lot of property for sale. A lot of things are still in a state of disrepair from previous conflicts that took place in this area. And here on this map, in the central gear area, Yemwar reaches down below and retrieves a small pouch from which he draws a blue crystal, and he shows it to all of you. In Steve's case, you can definitely sense some kind of familiar energy resonating through the stone.
Wow.
This is a Kyber Crystal. It was a focus for the Jedi, the Sith, many Force users of old throughout the ages. In addition to serving as a center of meditation, it is also quite powerful when combined with the right pieces to construct a lightsaber. I've been holding on to this for quite some time, confident that one day I would meet someone worthy to pass it on to. He looks at both Steve and Zarand. I cannot quite say at this moment which of you that is. I believe if we journey to another home of mine that is not on this planet, we will find the answers that we seek.
I'm assuming that the crystal is a power source for some ancient device. Is that accurate?
Correct.
It almost feels like it's alive.
It is quite strong with the living force.
I fail to see what any of this has to do with us.
Not all of the purposes are revealed at the same time.
How conveniently mysterious.
Now this building serves us as a place for your companion to rest while I tend to him and make sure he fully recovers.
Dan, is there any type of roll I can make just to kind of see if I could, look if I would know more about the crystal and its properties or benefits?
Well, not right at this moment, but I will say that your conversation is abruptly cut off as Cestus's armor plate on his back is peppered with light-repeating blaster fire. And scrolling up to the north here, we can see one of the hunter-killer droids that was chasing after Steve earlier when he fled from the planet. And in the other entryway here to the south, another one. So we're gonna go
I was
ahead.
just trying to type to
How did they
move
find
towards
me?
the door.
We're gonna go ahead and roll some initiatives here. Make sure you have your tokens selected. Yemwar and Zarand are not typically going to participate in combat, and this will be an example of that.
That's right, 11-11.
Haha, nice. Okay, which one is this guy?
I'll take that.
I'll buy that for $1. We got John, James, Don, Jason, and Justin. I got 2 droids. Looks like James goes first, and then my hunter-killer droids follow that up. So why don't you go ahead and take your first action there, James?
Okay. I don't believe I have seen a George unless they have melded. Oh, I think I do see him now in the bottom left-hand corner right here.
Correct. There's one at each of the entries to this room that you're in.
Cool. And the little dip into the floor, how far down is that? It's like 5 feet or so?
Correct, 2 meters.
I almost just pulled a disembodied head, so I'm not going to do that because I remember what I got to do now. So I'm going to move him to the corner right here so you can utilize some cover first. It still did it. Sorry. Ah, why?
I look forward to many more incidents of that. The head goes, the body follows.
Dude, chits are like those dudes from Labyrinth. His head comes off.
It's terrifying.
How can
What
you
was
be
the genie in
hands?
Pee-wee's Playhouse?
Has it unnerved the droid yet? It's disembodied. But anyway, I'll move there and I'll take some shots because I want a little bit of cover when I fire at this droid here.
Okay, I've got very good cover against that position, so my defense is considerably higher, but let's see if the force is with you.
Now, I believe we clarified this, but I do have 2 weapon systems. If you look at my character sheet, I'm thinking the second one is not in play, but so the first one, my heavy blaster pistol would be the one I use.
Okay. Oh man, I'm digging this song. Well, that wouldn't even hit Steve if he was high and asleep, so... Is that all you got?
Yes, for the moment, that's all I have. So he's going to move. I mean, while he's moved, he's kind of dropping into place of firing, so it's not the most accurate shot.
Oh yeah, you just kind of get up against the wall there and you're like firing blindly over the top of it. Did I get him? Nope. Alright.
Break yourself!
Well, since you shot at that one, I will go ahead and step right here above you and just kind of look down. Bow, 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 bow. See what we got.
Would I get an attack of opportunity?
You would not. That only applies for melee attacks, I believe, and only when they leave your threatened area.
Got it.
Oh, man. Well, that sucks. Yeah, even if you had cover, he would have penetrated that, but he managed to kind of step right over you, and once again, the high ground proves the victor. Thank you so much, Queen Jelly. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us tonight. Ouch! So yeah, the Chiss just took a shot right through his battle armor there. And HK 1642 kind of does a little spin and a little steam comes out of the top of its head in a gesture of celebration. And on the top, HK 1101, I am going to... Well, I guess I'm going to shoot the medical droid. Actually, no, I'm going to shoot Steve, because Steve is on the same height level I am. The medical droid is actually down below, so there is no cover there. Let's see if I can hit Steve here. Auto fire, spec, auto fire with brace. Okay. Regular shot. Ooh, ouch. Well, that sucks to be Stevie.
Ouch.
Yes, indeed. These HK droids are not messing around. Steve is bleeding very badly from that particular blaster shot. And the HK droid will move further into the room and just hug along the walkway here, getting closer to Steve's position. Now John sees that going down. Kalinar over down here. And you're still a little wounded from the ambush several hours ago, so let's see what you got, brother.
You skipped me.
Oh, did I? Oh, that's
Yep.
right, I did, yeah. I moved to you and then I clicked off of you. So yeah, you take yours, and then John, you're after him.
Is there a piece of furniture nearby?
Well, there's this barrel right here next to the droid. Pretty much anything you see on the map. Barrels could be used for cover, including this giant central area right here. It's kind of walled in. You have to access it from the east side.
All right. Yeah, because I'm not going to survive a second shot like that. So I'm going to move around that thing. And inside. And I'm going to make a stealth check.
Cool. Yeah, that's a 2-meter wall, 2.5, 3-meter wall right there, in addition to all the machinery right there. So you've definitely got cover, if not even full cover.
Oh, that was a crappy roll.
You guys, I'm going to go in here and try to hide. You guys take care of those... Oh, crap.
It's like
Guys, gods are not being kind to me.
it's like in the Baldur's Gate game. Hey guys, you see anything over there? We're trying to be sneaky.
Jong-hoon. Alright, so that is Steve's turn. Now let's see what Kalinar has in store.
So, what do I have in terms of cover?
From the southwestern one, 0 cover. From the northwestern one, you have cover, so +5 to your defense.
And the southwestern one is currently engaged by the Chiss. That's it. Is anybody else like actively fighting it?
So far, nobody's done anything to it. You saw the Chiss kind of take a blind shot, which hit the wall, and then the droid came in and blasted him very, very badly.
And exactly what is this console here in the middle? Whatever this...
It looks to be an old generator of some sorts, like maybe this was the power station for this particular neighborhood. It's long since in a state of disrepair. You're not sure if it would actually function again, but it's just basically a giant machine. The wall about 2.5 meters high, and then the machine in the middle kind of juts out another 1.5 meters.
Okay.
Whoa,
I'll just try
what's
to take
happening to
cover
my
here,
hand,
and I will
man?
take a shot at this one across.
Okay.
That's the one, right? I can see its HP.
That's our medical droid.
I don't want to shoot Justin. I want to
Do
shoot.
it. Do it.
I want to shoot a bad guy. I only see this one.
The other one is smaller. It's right there.
Oh my god, he looks like part of the terrain. Okay. Shooting at him. Oh yeah. Get wrecked.
Yeah, you kind of shoot the wall that's like right in front of you, and you just leave a nice red burn right there.
Blaster works.
Yeah, there's our 2 HK, IG, whatever you want to call them, droids. Okay.
Nothing else for me.
Alrighty. My attention is slightly diverted here. I have my alarm going off on my Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes game for raid time, so I'm going to set that to auto while Cestus takes his turn. What you got, Jason?
How high is the ceiling?
Ceiling in here, 5 meters.
Okay, activate jetpack. I'm going to go up about 3 meters ish, so I have high ground over both the droids as well. And I will be taking a shot at the little one over here with the ion grenades.
Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Definitely a hit, and definitely exceeds the damage threshold, so you have basically ionized this thing. It's the droid equivalent of the stun mechanic. It's down, it's starting to go down the condition track, basically.
Okay. And I think that's my only attack this round, so that'll be end of turn. Take that, you stupid clanker.
Well, speaking of clankers, what you got, Justin?
I ain't no clanker. What the hell? So there's not a mini or a token for Jet. Is that correct?
There is, he's just not on this map.
Okay.
I figured we left him on the stretcher in the ship or something.
Oh, I thought they had brought him with us here.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of something we wanted to do. I wouldn't want to leave him vulnerable to bounty hunters or assassins.
Well, that's possible. We can kind of have him, like, stashed away in one of these rooms off to the side while we're doing this stuff so he doesn't accidentally get caught in the crossfire.
Okay, good. Yeah, I was assuming that I was still, like, with the patient. I was like, oh god, they're shooting at my patient. If he is not in the room, then, let's see, that means I will...
Holy moly, 10 viewers.
So it looks like I'm in a spot behind, like, a pillar and a barrel. So
Thanks for coming to check us out, all.
Ionized guy. So I will open the concealed compartment in my right thigh, pull out my stashed sporting blaster pistol, and since this is a droid and I don't have a behavioral inhibitor against damaging them, I will aim at this droid and say, I will not allow you to harm my patients anymore, and take a shot at them.
Hey, thanks for the raid there, brother. Thank you so much for that. Always appreciated. And what's up, CJ? Good to see you, man.
Oh, shit, we're being raided?
Raid!
Right.
Oh!
You just need a bit of.
That's a 10 because it's point blank. I don't know where he has, what his stats are with the damage threshold being dropped, but
Yeah, still better than a 10, unfortunately.
yeah, I will stay in that cover that I have from him and hope the other guy doesn't shoot me.
Okay. Well then, let's bring it back to the top of the initiative here, where our soldier in the group, or one of them anyway, will hopefully have a much better turn than last time around.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take. Excuse me. Take probably a half step back. That I should be fine to do that without the droid like getting a jump on me. Would that be a safe?
Yeah, you're good.
So he's just gonna take a step back just near the stairs and take another snapshot towards it.
Cool.
Yay! There I go.
Oh my goodness. Man, you guys gotta be kidding me with these rolls. I didn't think the very first combat, or at least the very first group combat, I would need to remind everybody that we have force points, but that's the state that we're in.
That's a bit better.
Yeah. Damage is not so good, but at least the attack is there.
It'll also kind of indicate to his sister to kind of move back as well, like back and behind him, preferably.
Yeah, she will do that right now since they are technically not in the initiative. I'll go ahead and move Yemwar at the same time. He'll climb up here. Zerend as well, so we kind of got all the NPCs over in this section here, and as well as our invisible, injured future Mandalore. So Roland has a bit of success there.
Now, is that a table next to me, or is that a post?
This is a post, and this is a giant stone block.
Okay, so he's kind of using that for a little bit of cover.
Cool. Taking a knee behind it, basically.
Exactly.
All right, so your defense will be 5 higher. Interestingly enough, though, your head is like popping off your body right there again, so your head does not have cover. I'll do a called shot for the head.
Everything's aligned, so I don't know why it's doing it.
I told you it would be hilarious because I had 2 different tokens for your figure. I didn't want you to be Grand Admiral Thrawn. Well, my second shot is unfortunately going to be this. Oh, dear God. Oh, man.
What was it about force points you were saying?
Well, you can't use a force point to help you in this, but you could spend your one and only destiny point to cancel my attack.
Yes, absolutely yes. Yes. Or I'll be dead.
Oh, man. Yeah, that would be a killing blow right there with the grenade, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab your token. And I'm going to move you back further over here. Just kind of, that was your juking out of the way as the grenade was coming down.
Juke.
Make sure to track that destiny point, and hopefully you all won't need to be spending them against these things.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay, and this one here is just going to jump down to the lower level. And I will ignore Justin entirely. It's kind of doing a erratic route here, so I guess this will be the end of my movement. And I will shoot at Jason. Point blank range.
I'm about 3 meters in the air. Did he go under me?
He didn't go under you. He's right here next to you and kind of under you.
Oh, I see him now.
Would I get an attack of opportunity from that?
Yes, you would. Okay. Jeez. You guys need some new dice. Hoplo, what are you doing down there? I do not get the
Should have
brace
just tried to
bonus.
trip him, Justin.
There we go. That's the kind of attacks we want to see from these stupid droids. Again, Jason or Cestus's Mandalorian armor protects him against the light repeating blaster. And Steve thanks his lucky stars that nothing tried to attack him this round. He did hear a loud explosion just a few seconds ago outside of this area that he's in. So what do you got?
All right. Now, just a quick question though: can I substitute a move action down to a swift action?
Yeah, it goes action, move, and then swift.
Okay, I'm using 2 swift actions because I get 2 swift actions per round. I have Shake It Off, so I'm going to remove that negative condition on my track.
Okay.
Then I'm going to turn a move into a swift action and use second wind and heal a quarter of my hit points.
All right. Ba-dum.
And then I'm going to use my standard action to hide like hell over here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try use the force and see if I could move one of those droids out of the way, or make sure that it doesn't. Can I ready an action so that when it shoots, I could try to move its blaster arm out of the way? Using move object.
Which one are you talking about? Because you don't have a move action left to you, and you can't see any of the droids from where you're at.
Oh, then never mind. I'm going to continue to hide over here.
Unless you want to substitute your standard action down to a move to get out of here.
Nope. I just want to. I'm going to use my standard action as another hide, so I'm going to stealth again.
Okay. A little better.
And that'll end my turn.
All right, Kalinar. Let's see if you can do more than put some burns on the side of the wall.
Well, now it just don't have the confidence anymore.
What would Bale think of you? Come on!
All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a run over here and take cover back here, meanwhile taking some shots. I'm actually going to be doing an aid another to give Cestus a +2 on his attack versus this droid.
Okay. Technically, you're moving 25 feet because you have to kind of climb yourself up to that next level, but you still have an extra 5 feet of move left if you want it.
Okay. I mean, I really just want to take cover back there. Otherwise, I need to hit a reflex save of 10. Pathetic.
Oh my gosh. Man, those old injuries are definitely playing in for your character.
It's going to take a beat here and breathe on my respirator.
Save the rebellion! Save the dream!
I thought the same thing.
I don't know why I'm typing, I can just talk to you. CJ, I guess I didn't explain it very well, but I'm glad you like it, man. Thank you so much. Okay, so Kalinar is unable to do the assist, otherwise just moving back for cover. So Cestus, let's see what you have.
Alright, so what we'll do this time... What's the bonus I got from John on that?
-4. Actually 0. He was unable to give you a bonus.
Okay. I was checking out other stuff and I kind of didn't quite catch it. So we'll just take a regular shot at him with the heavy blaster this time. And we'll hit the one I already hit with the ion grenade.
That might affect you as well, because I think it's a 2 square splash.
No. Just the regular blaster pistol, not another grenade.
Oh, I gotcha. Shoot.
Yeah, he's too close to me and he's too close to our medical droid. I wasn't going to drop another grenade.
Unfortunately, even with the +1 bonus from the point blank, you're still 1 shy on hitting this droid. So, you want to call it a miss, or do you want to spend a force point and guarantee hit?
Is that?
I didn't add anything to that one, so do I need to? I actually have another +1, so.
Also, it's added -2 from condition track.
Oh, yep, very true. So yeah, the condition track is actually what will do it, and we'll drop our hunter-killer there by another handful of hit points. And you gonna stay put there? Any swift action, move action?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna move a little bit since I'm still gonna keep my altitude, but I'm gonna move over here.
Okay.
And that'll be end of turn.
All right, Cody, you're up next.
Well, this guy will pay for ignoring me. I am a threat, damn it. And since I still got the blaster in hand, I'll just aim at his back and be like, you chose the wrong time to do this. Bow.
You tell him. Yeah.
Excellent attack, not great damage. This droid has definitely taken a few shots. It looks like it's got some reinforced steel armor on its frame, so it's kind of difficult to tell just how much you're damaging it, but you're able to tell that you're at least doing something.
Then I will move to there to have that pillar kind of as cover and to give myself cover from the other one.
Sounds good. Go ahead and recycle the turn order back to the top. And Lithro Lindrano. What you got, brother?
So, obviously the last go-around didn't go so good.
You're watching when keeping it real goes wrong.
He's going to think that using that post in front of him for a little bit of support, he's going to take a shot at that droid that's still up in the corner.
Get it? Well, that's no good.
It would have been nice on the second half, or just the damage part of it. So,
Yeah.
question. If I use a force point, how would that assist me here?
Unfortunately, this one's defense is too far out of reach even if you rolled a 6 on your force point.
No worries.
Yeah, this one has defense 16, and then the other one typically has 15, but right now it's at a 13.
Understood.
Okay, so let's do 1642. Let's see what that particular unit has in store for who's the lucky target. Oh, you guys have all moved. Guess I'll have to move along to keep up here. That's all I got. It's not going to really negate your cover bonus there, James, so I'll just take a shot against you at a +5 to your defense. Well, I guess if you're getting hit, that's the kind of damage you want to take.
Oh, very true. Very true.
Yeah, even with a +5 to your defense, I hit you by 4. Jeez. Alright, HK 1101, who just took a decent shot from Cody here. I am going to continue following my scanners, and oh look, there's Steve.
I have a stealth of 20.
I have a biometric reading using your chain code. I have a little deet, 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 deet. There he is.
I have nothing to say about that.
I do not have the swift action to do a brace, so I will just take a attack at a +2. No way. No frickin' way.
You killed me. You fucking killed me.
Mission accomplished.
Well, in this instance, at least you can spend a force point to simply be dropped unconscious.
Holy crap.
Right? I had a garbage
This is a
attack
deadly
bonus.
galaxy.
Yeah, these frickin' droids came to play. I didn't even make them really that beefy, but, I mean, their weapons are good.
Well, looks like I'm going to have to use my destiny point to negate that attack.
Oh, man, you sure?
My destiny wouldn't be that good if I'm dead.
Well,
and if I'm unconscious.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a choice of being dead or unconscious, really. It's just, do you want to spend your one and only destiny point, or do you want to spend one of 5 force points?
All right, fine. I'll spend the frickin' force point.
All right. Yeah, it would suck if 2 out of 5 of you blasted through your destiny points this early, but the way the dice are going, shoot.
Hey, don't forget that 1 point of damage I did.
1 damage.
Don't walk away from me.
It's the first time you've ever heard an HK droid go, Or it sounds like a B1 battle droid in the Clone Wars. Why? Alright, so Steve is unconscious. So, Kalinar, what do you have?
I would like to officially say on how much that sucked. Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. I thought for sure there was no way I was going to hit you, and natural 20! What the hell is that? What the hell is that?
I didn't think that was
It's like, surely I can't roll worse than a 3. That's my last 2 rolls.
Oh my goodness.
And you've got a -1 on your attack?
Oh, Zero. He does. He is still suffering from a persistent condition. Not that a 1
All right,
would be any
let's
better.
get all these out. Let's get all these bad rolls out on first level and get them over with.
I don't know, man. I don't know how many more bad rolls this group has before it's a TPK.
As I say, we could survive this actually at higher levels. A few critical misses. All right, you can tough it out. Here,
It's like, welcome to our second and last game. Have a nice day.
Hope you had fun, everybody. Thanks for watching. Die, 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 die. All right, so Kalinar, I guess you're only, unless you don't want your turn to be over, you could spend a destiny point to redo your attack entirely, but I don't know if you want to go that route. Or does he? Doesn't sound like it. Alright, so Cestus, let's see if you can help turn the tide here.
All right, I'm getting tired of messing around with this droid, so we're gonna move right over to him, right above him, and take a shot at him.
Yeah, maybe you guys can take one of these things out at least and start turning the tide.
Well, at least I hit him, even though it is minimum damage. So, all right, I guess that's the end of that turn.
Yeah, that's a shot on that droid, and in fact, that shot, minimal as it may be, blasts off one of this thing's arms. So you think you might be getting close to at least finishing off one of these droids. Let's see if Cody, the medical droid, will be the one to do it.
I move into position to block his access to Steve, who is now unconscious. Basically placing myself in front of the injured patient Like, you will no longer harm my patients. I take another shot at it.
You mean you walked right past me and took a shot at Steve? Oh, look at the medical droid with 2 natural 20s in a row.
Surgical precision.
Medical,
Exactly.
that's pure medical.
Well, that's what you want to see, a nice red X through your villain, and we now have only 1 droid left to tend to, so we might make it out of this after all. Looks like that 1111 has proven very lucky for Cody.
And I kind of, after that one goes down, I just kind of slowly turn and look at the other droid like, what?
Okay, how about our Chiss soldier? What do you have there, Roland?
Same thing. He's going to try to readjust his grip and attempt to fire.
Let's see if James has a natural 20 in store. And another
Nope.
red.
That's unreal.
It's like I posted in the chat there. It's like a poorly taken test. Just red, 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 red.
Seriously.
Goodness gracious. Alright, well, I only have 1 droid. And I will take an attack with that right now. Yeah, I'm going to try to finish you off, James. Hopefully I don't. But hopefully I do. Goodness gracious. And another one is unconscious.
Yay.
Even with a +5 to defense, it hits you exactly. Okay, Kalinar. Slides all the way down to your turn. What do you have?
Well, last time you did ask me to channel Bale. Oh, and here I go again, not putting the stat block in here. I think the roll to hit's the same, so this is an ion grenade.
Oh, okay. What are you guys doing with so many ion grenades? It's almost like you knew I was going to be throwing droids at you. Holy moly, look at that!
I just grabbed one each.
Droid poppers! And yeah, that droid is just... and it is down. Just like that. Potential TPK to victory snatched from the jaws of defeat.
I don't remember those things being that tough.
And once the combat comes to a conclusion, Yemor steps out of his isolation to hopefully use some force restoration.
Yeah, I'll be leaning down to start attending to Steve. I don't know what the Force user's doing, but...
Yeah, he comes over to... I guess Roland. Roland is closest to him, so yeah. If he sees that you're going to tend to Steve, I will step over to Roland, and let's see what kind of use the force I have here. Yeah, let's try that again. There we go, considerably better. Oh, natural 20. Absolutely. Okay, James, so you're going to heal hit points equal to 4 times your character level. So, 4 hit points.
Don, you get 14 hit points.
Yay, thank you. I slowly get up.
Yeah, I start moving. I got it as well.
How did that thing find me?
You mean they've been following you?
These are the droids that I was running away from when I stole the ship.
Why would they be after you?
Because of a failed job.
I come over to Roland and say, "Do you require more aid?"
Yeah, he'll nod.
I'll apply med pack to him as well.
Bunch of wimps. Make it up for the rest of us.
Cody, can you check to see if there's any sort of tracking beacon or anything on me?
Sorry, I was doing math. James, you just got 34 hit points from that.
Goodness.
I will do a diagnostic or something on Steve, see if I can find something like that. You want me to roll something for that, or?
Sorry about that. Lost connection. So, question on that, Dan. I got disconnected, so I kind of missed a little bit of it. Is there any way we could supplement a different blood sample and send that kind of through the system so they're looking for something else that's not him?
It's not a wireless thing. That's one thing that, from my viewpoint of Star Wars, and just to cover that again, I noticed that my mic was muted there on the stream. But Jason's kind of covering it there as well. That is how the bounty hunter droids are tracking Steve, is apparently through some kind of biometric sample. But there's not a wireless network that you can plug it in that'll then feed back to them. That's why in Star Wars so many times they have to physically be there at the site to take the plans from one person's hand to another, to physically download them from this terminal. It's only occasionally that you'll see like a short wave beam transmission, like in Rogue One when they beamed the plans from the top of the tower up to the starship in orbit, but that's like a very close range kind of thing.
Right. No. What I'm trying to say is put a different sample in. Well, I guess somehow they got a sample so they can track it. So what I'm saying is,
Right.
if we could put a different sample in to make them think that's the sample they're tracking.
Well, before we get ahead of ourselves, should we expect more company?
Well, obviously they probably only have so much material to work with. You know, I don't think they have like an entire bio library of me.
Who is they?
Is anyone else injured and require medical assistance?
No, I'm fine. I thank you for your services.
Galinar, you still good,
Well,
sir?
I'm asking Steve a question.
It's kind of a long story.
Tell it quick.
Basically, we were going on a. I was there to facilitate breaking and entering into this place for Bargri. I don't know if you know who that is. He's kind of a big deal crime boss. He was going to pay me quite a bit of money to steal this particular item. I sort of botched the job, and that's what caused me to flee.
What
Will
was
he
the
be
item?
sending others?
I don't think so. I mean, he's a big-time crime boss. I'm just a little cog in this endeavor.
You made him look bad.
Yeah, probably just a little.
It is
Well, he
likely.
has.
What was that?
Go ahead, John.
So he has the resources to send more.
He might, but I mean, I don't know why he would spend so much. If these were destroyed, then I mean, he's got a lot of resources, but you know, he is a Trandoshan with a very nasty reputation.
Does he have only use droids, or should we anticipate physical forms as well?
Well, I mean, he did use me for a mission.
Right, so Cestus, prepare for more droids.
Yeah, I'm not only worried about droids, I'm worried about other bounty hunters. It seems like we're all very popular right now.
Is there anything on these droid bounty hunters that might indicate what the payment or going rate for this Steve is?
You could try a use computer check. Access their data pads. Yeah, you do not have the proper credentials to open up what data they do have.
Are their weapons built-in weapons, or are they? Can I grab one or two of their weapons?
Yeah, their weapons are up for grabs. Light repeating blaster, blaster rifle with a grenade launcher attachment. Currently out of grenades, but potential for more.
I'm going to pick up the blaster rifle and see if there's any extra cells on them.
Yeah, looks like it still has several shots left in the blaster itself, and the droid on its belt has 2 additional power packs.
And I'll take a look at the other one while he's doing that.
Okay, that's the one with the light repeating blaster. No grenades on that one, but also it does have 2 power packs on its belt.
I will definitely grab that. And the ammunition.
Cool.
I will hold up the data pad and say, I am somewhat skilled in slicing, but I cannot breach the defenses on this data pad. If any of you have skill with slicing, perhaps you should give it a try.
Let me give it a try.
I can assist as well.
It is quite likely that these bounty hunters will continue to seek you, given the temperament of the man you describe. Only with
Okay.
the Force as your ally will you be able to overcome this challenge before you.
Okay, it looks like I'm going to be learning this Force stuff.
My home before I moved here to Onderon is on nearby Umbara. It is a shadowy world, a cold, frigid world. I believe it will be the perfect place for me to begin your training. If your pilot friend here would be willing to transport us.
Yes, I could.
I'm going to try to scavenge anything else I can off these droids that I could actually sell.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a mechanics check.
With advantage? I'm just kidding.
That reminds me of one of my upcoming memes. Nobody. Can I roll with advantage? Why? Why?
Dude, I tell you, the dice hate me.
They're not your friend, dude. I don't think you like them very much either, though, so at least it's reciprocal. What in the hell is going on out there? What's all that noise? You guys hear from Jet's hover gurney area.
I think your friend's awake.
I quickly move over there. Are you feeling better, Mr. Ficustus?
Who the hell are you?
I am COD-222, the medical droid that was tasked with making sure you recovered from your injuries.
Oh. What kind of injuries did I have?
I will list all the things I had to treat.
Oh, damn. Did I win the fight? Am I still in the contest?
I do believe you did.
Good, good. What about Cestus and Kalinar? Where are they?
They are both here. Do I think he's okay to stand and walk, or what?
He's probably not good to be moving around just yet. He's still very sedated, and his wound hasn't healed up enough for that, but he is at least conscious and out of his sedation.
Okay, so I'll say they're both here, outside here. If you wish, I can either have them come in here, or I can take you out there for a moment, but you still must rest. You are still very weak.
Alright. Yeah, whatever the doctor orders.
Alright, so at that point I'll just kind of wheel that hover gurney out of that room a little bit so we can see the situation out here.
Looks like we got a little stream snafu there. We lost Jason off the video, so we're still here playing. We're just on our BRB screen while we do so and there he is. Alright.
Yeah, I don't know what's up. I keep getting disconnected. Sorry about that.
No worries. Okay. Yeah, whatever the doctor says. I need to see that they're all right. Where are we?
Well, we're still on.
As I get him out to the main area, I'll say, "Oh, you are still on Onderon."
And hopefully leaving Onderon soon.
No, but we gotta stay here, supposedly.
I'm going to take these parts, whatever I was able to acquire, and I'm going to find a fence to see if I can get some money here.
You just leaving the group right now in the middle of the night after you just got attacked?
Best place to sell this stuff off and find some place to get some entertainment, if you know what I mean.
Alright, well, in response to that mechanics check, you find your usual fence who tells you that shucks. Yeah, you didn't find anything good. There's nothing that this guy is interested in purchasing from you. And with that in mind, also looks like Jason meant to send a whisper that came out as a public emote from his character, so let's go ahead and take our 15 right now, come back at 7:30, 7:31-ish. And yeah, thanks to our viewers, thanks to Hans, D&D, Queen Jelly, I'm Just a Wife, CJ. Man, we got a lot of people tonight. Myra Cozy's here. Very cool. So glad to see all of you. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We're going to step away for a few minutes, and we will be right back.
Thanks. I'll be right back. I just got to pick Terry up right around the block. And as soon as I go out to go get her, she walks up. So I'm going to grab a drink and go to the restroom, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry for the.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe Steve really did leave the group. As we can see, he's not back. But the rest of us are, and we're ready to proceed. So maybe Steve
Oh,
really
man,
did.
literally.
Yeah, I think he's going to try to find somebody else to buy those useless parts that he picked up off of the bounty hunter droids. With
Well, you know
no
what they
success.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Is he just after some death sticks this time, or what?
Yeah, right. What do I got to do? Just grind my feet up into Eddie's couch till I get something to do? Come on, I got a little more sense than that. Yeah. Yeah, I remember grinding my feet up in Eddie's couch.
Dude, my push the dog is sucking.
Yeah, it's a shame it doesn't work through your computer.
I got an older computer. We've been talking about upgrading, hopefully, here in the near future.
Yeah, for sure. Anymore these days, it's like they don't make things to last more than a year or two. Exaggerating, of course, but I'd say 5 years is like the long end of the spectrum for how long you can expect things to last. Meanwhile, my
Completely
Nintendo
agree.
64 still runs like a charm.
Oh, diggity.
As long as you blow on the cartridges, you should be able to play.
Yep. Diggity dog. Diggity dog. Alright then. So, once we get Steve back in our group here, what is our next move? I know most of the group is set on heading to Umbara. There was some speculation among the Mandalorians that our destinies don't line up as well as has been speculated. So, what kind of a conversation we want to have here, if any, or are we just going to go along with the story?
Well, when is the next Mandalore match?
Still about 3 days out.
And how long will this journey take us?
It's a matter of hours each way.
Okay.
Well, I mean, with the understanding that Jet still needs medical care until the match, and with the proviso that we're back in time, then fine.
All right. I asked the fence, what if I could get my hands?
He went back to the fence. I drug you back to the group. You ran away and went back to the fence.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you dragged me all the way back to the friggin'.
Well, that was my
Yes.
prerogative because you were late coming back. So I was like, all right, Steve comes back, and here we go.
Okay. Because I had this all planned out while I was doing my walk.
Hey,
and
by all
so-
means. What I had wasn't as important. I'm just trying to get us to the next stage without any delay. But if you've got something you want to do, then let's do it.
Oh, it was just kind of pretty quick. While I'm at the fence, I'm like, hey, how much would I get if I was able to get my hands on a blaster rifle with a grenade launcher? And then I hear a voice in the back of my head, you really shouldn't do that. I know what you're trying to do. And I turn to the voice and I say, look, I need
Nice.
to get rid of you. I'm coming off my high. I need my drugs. And the voice and I start having a little conversation, but the fence can only hear my side of the conversation. And eventually I get kicked out and sent back to them.
The hell's this guy talking about? Doesn't seem like this guy needs any drugs at all. He's on plenty. Nice addition there, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so we can see here on the galaxy map on the screen, Onderon, Umbara. It's only about 5 feet away, so could probably be there in a couple seconds.
Can we get some chems before we go? I asked the group.
Like medical.
Yeah, my medicine that I need.
It would not be a bad idea for me to restock on my med packs. I have used quite a few in the administrations of your injuries.
Yes, the droid should control all medications and when they should be administered.
I do not disagree with that assessment.
Although it wouldn't help for each of us to hold maybe a med pack or so for an emergency.
He starts shaking a little bit. No, really, I kind of need like something.
Your body should still be metabolizing the drugs from the last dose I gave you. Calm down. Since I've been here a little while dealing with this Mandalore thing and all that stuff, do I know of a place I can get some med packs?
Oh yeah, most of the places are still closed at this time, but if you guys want to, I mean, it is kind of late, so if you guys want to actually get some sleep for the night, maybe recover your level and hit points from a long rest, anybody who needs that. Yeah, 1 hit point, John. Good news. About a week and a half, you'll be back to normal.
No time at all.
Wow.
So yeah, that's definitely a possibility. We could take a rest here, get some hit points back, start the day new, and then once the business is open up, you want to go shopping for some med packs and some stims potentially, then have at it.
Yes, like that, yeah.
That's actually a really good idea.
And if they feel kind enough for somebody to buy me some like clothes or shoes or something at least.
I probably will, considering he will be much better able to survive if he is properly attired.
I hope he looks like Peter, or no, Homer, in the episode when he is serving food at the soup kitchen and they give him clothes from the homeless shelter because they're like, oh, you poorly drab clothed man, you need these clothes. And Homer's like, okay. He comes out, he's wearing this checkered suit and everything.
I think they also did the same thing in Family Guy too.
Did they? Okay.
Because then he would continue going back to the food, to get food and and clothing and all this other stuff.
Yes, indeed, CJ. Leave no stone unturned. If you look at the color coding here too, in the top, we've been playing this campaign for quite a long time, and the color coding there shows which worlds have been destroyed, which were devoured, which were changed through the biotechnology of the Yuuzhan Vong, which ones were blown up by the Death Stars. We've been playing this campaign since 2005, so the galaxy shape has changed pretty radically on more than one occasion. Alright, so med packs. Next day, get your long rest, go ahead and heal up. I think John's the only one in that boat. 1 hit point.
I get 1 hit point. I'm still down 10
Feels
hit points.
good.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you got about a week and a half as well before you're permanently recovered. Equipment.
Dalinar, I think we need to make some comms to our contacts in Umbra. I think it might be a good idea to hide there, considering all the bounty hunters have been coming after everybody.
So long as we can make it back for the next match.
Should be only a matter of hours for us to travel there and back.
Yeah, they're both on a hyperlane. I want to say less than 6 hours each way would be a standard trip. Depending on your astrogation check, you might find a little shortcut here or there. Might be able to make the trip in less than 12 parsecs.
I would estimate at least half a day there and back.
Fewer.
Parsecs are a unit of time, not a unit of distance, not a unit of time.
Nerd.
Yes, your point. Yes, indeed, CJ. Very similar to D&D. The same system as third
Clay,
edition
yes, it is
D&D.
just like D&D. different rule mechanics here and there, but hopefully you'll be able to pick it up just from the stuff that we've been doing.
Isn't a parsec a unit of distance and not...
I already did that.
Yeah, I was there. I responded.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, but you also did it wrong, Don. You started out with time.
I know I made a little bit of an error, so sue me. Anyway, so we get to our next destination,
Which is the shop to buy the med packs. They sell for 100 credits apiece. Oh, looks like I've been split in twine. Oh no! Jason has left, and I'm broken in half. Oh! It's that New Mexico internet.
it's that 2 tin cans and a string internet.
Yeah, it is.
Is the surgery kit still 1,000 like in the book, or is it going to be more?
It's 1,000 like in the book.
Alright, then I'll spend 1,500 to shore up those supplies.
Okay. I think Jason is trying to blame it on the internet and kind of save us from getting upset at his cat. Like, I imagine just every so often the cat's kind of down there by the internet connection wire and just... And Jason's like, ah, darn it, I better plug it in, and I'll just blame it on the internet company.
I don't know. Jason's router might have been one of those Cracker Jack surprises that he plugs in.
Yeah, I think a Cracker Jack prize would be more reliable tonight. I don't know what the deal is. It just keeps cutting out. I still have it on my phone. I'm watching it on my phone, but I keep losing internet connection through the computer.
Well, shoot. Oh well. We're still proceeding ahead. COD calculates 5 med packs to be fully stocked, and he must purchase a surgery kit to replace the one he lost with his ship. Oh, that's a bummer. Stupid ship. What idiot blew that thing up?
So
Actually,
did you get anything that I commented at all?
I'm not sure. I don't think we did, so go ahead and refresh us.
Okay, so actually all I was just referring to was talking to Kalinar about contacting the clans on Umbra to hide out on Umbra to stay away from some of the bounty hunters and use that as cover until we can get to Mandalore for the next contest.
Gotcha. And then, yeah, I think Kalinar and Roland, after that, we're kind of going back and forth on how much time can we actually stay there and remain hidden, and Roland kind of calculated probably about a half a day for the there and back again journey.
That makes sense. So we can basically spend the day there, and then...
Oh, yeah. If not even 2, because it's 3 days out before the next round of the contest begins. So if it takes us 6 hours there, 6 hours back, we got about a day and a half, 2 days.
Yeah, I guess keeping moving would keep the bounty hunters off of us a little easier, but staying on Umbra,
That's
considering
what
it's a
they
Bong
think.
world, should probably help us hide with all the weird biometrics going on there.
And again, I'm pretty sure they don't have like an entire storeroom full of blood or whatever they're using to track me with, and as Cody said, it probably takes some, within a kilometer for them to actually be able to figure out where the heck I am. So jumping off planet, they probably won't expect that.
So for at least the time being, it's a sound plan or strategy to employ.
I dig that you know the lore there, CJ. That's pretty cool. Have you read a lot of the expanded universe
And
books?
spending time with this
and
Force
the
user,
current
they
books?
train you the things that I've been trying to teach you all these years. Really? You have to bring that up now?
Don, I'm going to definitely buy you an all-weather cloak as well as just some regular clothes, so you can put that on your sheet.
Alrighty.
He said clothes. Why are you writing death sticks on your character sheet?
Shh.
Wow.
Man, he didn't even bother with going to somebody to sell them. He was just like, all right, this is the credit value, and I'm going to get the equivalent in stems, and here we go. They won't notice that I still have no shoes.
Right. So anybody who's in the same area as me hears me talking to myself.
Is it the force ghost that you speak with? Yemwer asks you.
Yes, the last dosage of medication I was given is not strong enough to push her aside at the moment.
Ah, I see. So it is the female Marcellus Wallace.
Is it a female voice or a male voice? Actually?
I don't know. We just said we didn't know what it looked like earlier, and I said, well, it looks like Marcellus Wallace, and now you're saying it's a female, so we're definitely developing a very interesting force ghost here.
I thought Marcellus was a female name.
Somebody hasn't seen Pulp Fiction.
Man.
No, I haven't seen Pulp Fiction.
Nice.
Well, you're only about 20 years behind.
True. All right, so he keeps telling me, yes, I keep the medication that I've taken isn't enough to push him aside at the moment.
And you wish to continue pushing this ghost aside, or are you ready to listen to what it has to say?
I thought I'm here to listen to what you have to say.
I would be overjoyed to take you to the next level of your teaching. But this entity has been with you since before me. It might be wise to pay it some heed, while still taking into consideration that closing yourself off entirely from this toxic lifestyle you've chosen to live may be a bit of a risk as well.
I definitely have intentions of weaning him off of his addiction in the safest manner possible.
Yes, that is perhaps for the best. Steve's future is clouded, but there are bright rays that shine through the clouds. It is a tentative road we must proceed on.
Yes, I knew you would like him.
Alright, so once we've got our equipment, Steve actually has some clothes, he's got a jacket, he's got some shoes. It's going to be pretty cold there on the sunless world. So we make our way back to Rollins' ship. By the way, have we given that ship a name, James?
The Twice Stolen?
Stolen. Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, what is this? The Solace?
Hard time. The hard times. Hard time.
No, I think that was my ship's name.
The ship is named Cobb County, Georgia.
He was going to name it the Reaper.
The Reaper. Alright. I will get a character sheet for that vessel here in the near future. We don't need it just yet because we're not going to be fighting with it just yet, but I want to say by next session probably that will be in the cards. Hard times, hard times.
That's pretty much how my ship went down.
So the Forest Ghost says, really, after all this time I've been trying to help you, you're listening to the first person that we come across?
Yes.
Frickin' Joe.
But he will, lean over and give him like an eye test in Steve. Like, are you hallucinating? I guess this must be this force ghost you're speaking of. Your pupils are not dilated, so it does not seem to be medically induced.
Yes, it's this Force Ghost that keeps popping in.
My training does not permit me to handle such occurrences.
One time I could not get my hands on drugs for a couple days, and I almost saw it. But then I was able to find something to compensate and was able to push it back again.
Would you like me to detail how damaged your lungs are?
I don't think that would be necessary.
Okay, so we're on the ship. We are heading to Umbara. James, go ahead and roll a use computer check there. Let's see how good your astrogation is and how quick of a journey this is actually going to be.
You said computer?
Yeah, buddy.
$8 months.
So that's a shortcut.
He said it was a 0.5 hyperdrive. It's actually a 500 hyperdrive.
Let's see if I can get us a better route on that.
Yeah, the
Do
decimal
you
point
mind?
moved over a little bit too far.
Or would the pilot be more appropriate?
No, the use computer is what you use to plug in the route on the astrogation.
Yeah,
I actually have skill in astrogation. Would you like me to try it?
He's just using Google Maps. It's fine.
It's very effective. But if you want to assist, maybe there's a way around it. Shortcut that I'm unaware of.
Dan, I actually have astrogation as a skill. Do you want me to use that instead?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, if you have astrogation, that's definitely the preferred.
Astrogation's not a skill. It's only use computer.
Oh, so astrogation. So why is it a skill in the game?
It's not. You just rolled knowledge physical science. Maybe you meant to, maybe you read astronomy as astrogation. Because use computer is the default astrogation. That was how I understood it.
Well, at least I'm rolling average for the night.
Yeah, this would be the time to break out the natural ones when there's no real risk other than a couple other hours of rest on the ship rather than a light repeating blaster shot right to the chest.
Right?
If I don't remember, it never happened.
So astrogation is listed under physical sciences, but it's the knowledge of astrogation, not how to do it.
Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I wonder why they would even have that listed there. Like Jason was saying.
It's like, somebody who knows how to get to a place and somebody who knows geography well. It's like, I know what's on that map, but I don't know how to get there.
Yeah, and I guess I would have thought that the knowledge of where things are would fall more under, like, a galactic knowledge or something like that.
Well, also, astrogation might tell you the how it works. Like, how does the ship enter into a pathway and what happens when the ship is in that pathway
Yeah.
versus, other things.
That makes sense, yeah.
It's the difference of knowing how to look at a map and say I can go from point A to point B, and knowing how to read a map and actually plan a route.
Right. Well, at least the route is a simple one. The results that you guys have made are sufficient to get you guys from Onderon down to Zeltros and back over to Umbara. Oh, what do we got here? We got a little guy that wants to join in for a few moments. What's up, Warren? Say hello to the stream.
He ambushed you.
We're being
Look at the
raided.
puppy.
We are full of animals tonight, cats and dogs.
Right. Somewhere around here there's a Wookiee, too. Okay, and then arriving on Onderon, or I'm sorry, that would be the worst travel to take. We're right back where we started! It's a 180, you twit. If I did a 360, I would end up right back where I started.
So, for those of you watching, you do realize that we are not your typical, hey, let's do everything completely proper type cast.
Well, I am actually, but speak for yourself, sir.
Yep, I'm just all about having fun, and I'm glad we got some new friends here who are entertained by it, engaging, and look forward to lots more of this. I was watching CJ's streams yesterday and earlier today. He's playing a game called Days, which seems like a zombie apocalypse survival game that's apparently been out for over a decade, and I only just heard of it yesterday. But I think I got caught like watching for like an hour or so yesterday, just like, man, this game looks pretty freaking badass. So yeah, a lot of fun connecting with new friends, old friends, and look forward to lots more of this as our group descends onto the surface of Umbara. And there are a few settlements here. This planet has been designated largely for training purposes for the different Mandalorian clans, many of which Cestus and Kalinar have some connections with. Some of the Mandalorian clans you don't necessarily have the tightest connections with, but as Cestus was talking about, maybe we can reach out to some of the ones that we know. On a similar note, Yemor is kind of directing Rolland in the cockpit as far as where to land, because Yemor isn't necessarily trying to take us to a Mandalorian encampment or a Mandalorian settlement so much as, this is where I used to live, this is my house, here's my supplies, I have these old texts that explain knowledge of the Force and what have you. So this is where he's leading Rolland to lead the rest of the group. I don't know if that conflicts with what the Mandalorians want to do, if you guys would prefer to stop somewhere else first, if you guys are cool stopping here first, interject if you wish.
No, this is actually fine as long as we can send some encrypted messages, let them know we're here and may need assistance if we have any more trouble with bounty hunters.
Cool. You do receive a response of acknowledgement back, and just keep in touch. You know where we're at. If we need you, we'll hit you up. If you need anything from us, just let us know.
What is the situation with Jet at this point?
He's less than a day away from full recovery. He's good to kind of walk around a little bit now. He's not really feeling stepping onto Umbara at this point. He would actually prefer to stay on the ship. Yeah, I'm not really looking to get out there just yet. I'm not sure entirely what we're doing here. My boys here are explaining this is kind of, I don't know who this guy Steve is, but they're explaining that it's his kind of mission that we're doing here. And I'm just grateful that there's a medical droid here to assist with my recovery.
We've got the medical side covered. Do we need to repair your armor at all? Any of your weapons? Anything?
Oh, those are still perfectly intact as expected. I can't say the same about Fett's jetpack, but that's not mine.
Well, nothing else. We did learn a couple of lessons from him, but you did come out on top of that one. Let's just plan for any of those surprises again in the future.
Yeah, he had some interesting and unexpected tactics. Guess I should expect nothing less from a Fett, but nevertheless, I'm in the Final Four now.
Do you know who the other competitors are yet?
I've not actually been conscious to learn that information. I was hoping that you might know.
No, we were attacked in the viewing room by bounty hunters ourselves, and we had to leave them there. As a matter of fact, it happened during your fight, and we weren't able to get to you very quickly. So we didn't even see the end of the fight.
Do you think... What's your theory on why these hunters attacked you?
I don't know, I've come up with a couple of different things. Either one, they're there to keep you from winning and have somebody else win. Or they were there after one of the two of us in the room. Although I'm assuming it wouldn't be me, but it may be Kalanar.
Why would someone be after Kalanar? Or you, or me for that instant. I can understand someone wanting to find a shady route to victory, but this is the contest. Cheating is not only forbidden, but punishable by death.
Yeah, but if nobody finds out, then you don't get caught. There is no cheating.
Not all of the clans have upheld a code of conduct that we can respect. Whatever the case, those who attacked were not themselves Mandalore.
I just can't fathom how they expected to get away with it. I mean, they kill both of you in the viewing room and then, what, subtly dispose of your bodies in a crowded spaceport?
Who knows? We don't know. It's only speculation at this point. But for now, we've had 2 instances where bounty hunters have come after some of us in this group. So to lay low and stay out of sight, out of mind, is probably the better idea.
Are these hunters
Discretion.
connected that you are aware of?
Not that we're aware of, only through us as a group, as our Jedi friend over here, Yemwa, I don't know, I can never pronounce it right, Ithorian names, says that we're all meant to be together. All our fates and destinies or something have come together. We're supposed to be together. Either way, if we have those that are hunting us from any point of view from any one of us, it's probably safer for us to all lay low until we need to get you to the tournament.
The logic is sound, I suppose.
Well, I suppose that catches me up to the current point. A lot has happened over the past day.
Yeah, probably more than what I'm telling you. We've had a little bit of drama within our own group, but what brought us together may make us stronger later. Either way, right now, let's just get done what we need to do here and make sure that you're still healing. And I think that's the better thing to do. I'll go do a quick scout around the ship, see what's around us, see what's around this house, home, whatever, and I'll report back.
He gives you a nod, and your cursory investigation, go ahead, roll perception.
Oh, hey, I notice every damn thing.
That's pretty much entirely improv there, CJ. I have kind of an idea of what I'm doing with the 3 NPCs under my control, but these guys are all learning the story right on the spot and kind of rolling with it as it occurs.
Cessa said a moment of, I can't see a thing in this helmet.
And I'm improving the fact that I have this Force Ghost because there's really no rules for having a Force Ghost with you.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Cestus can't see a thing in this helmet, and Jet, after Cestus leaves, he's thinking, I need to put on my thinking cap to think about what all these events are about, and that's his Mandalorian helmet, of course. That's his thinking cap. So yeah, all seems clear, and we've landed close enough to Yemwar's home that we are able to make a short journey. Unlike most Star Wars movies, we don't have to park 8 kilometers away and then just walk for an hour and a half to where we're going. We're actually going to park pretty close and just kind of walk, and if it wasn't for the fact that we're in a shadow world, we could still see the ship less than 100 yards there behind us. As it is, though, because it is a shadow world and very frigid, and there's quite a bit of a wind here today as well. Not only do you not see the ship, but it's not until you pretty much get to the point that we're at here on the map that we can see the expression in Yemwar's face as he realizes his home is destroyed. And he just kind of falls to a knee for a second. And he's looking around in this crumbled structure before him. They're all gone. The whole structure is destroyed. My texts are gone.
How long's it been since you've been here?
Maybe 6 months. Yeah, not bugging at all,
And
CJ.
with the
Very
destruction,
happy to have you here, man.
how does it look? Like, is it like blaster fire? Is it from like an orbital bombardment?
It's definitely close quarters combat. Looks like some blaster fire, possibly some frag grenades, maybe even a thermal det went off in here.
What does this mean? Does it mean that somebody's hunting you as well?
I can't imagine what it would mean. Nobody even knows of this location. This world is largely abandoned. And of course, for our Mandalorian friends, they know that is not the case. And they know, in fact, what this world is used for, which, as I talked about on your descent down, or descent onto the planet, this is kind of a training planet. Mandalorians just kind of train for different tactics, and it's quite possible that this was the site of a training exercise.
Yeah, it is possible they use this site for a training exercise, or a hunt for that matter. The symbol I got here on my armor, and he indicates the Triceratops looking skull, was from a hunt here. However, the good thing is, if they did use this site, they would have investigated it first, and we may be able to find if somebody's recovered those. What is it you're looking for? Books?
And at the sound of Cestus saying the word books, there is also a loud crack from a slug thrower rifle pretty close by. And that's about all you guys hear. You don't see where it came from. You don't see anybody around here. You don't even know if anybody was shooting at you. I mean, this is a training area, so there could be something going on nearby.
Cestus takes flight right away to see if what he can find.
And Roland will obviously draw his light repeating rifle, charging it, getting ready for a fight, and moving him and his sister to the nearest cover.
Yeah, I got Yemor and Zarend right here behind as much cover as can be provided with these shattered walls. And both of them are just kind of looking around to see if they can see anything. Kalinar takes a peer into the darkness. He doesn't see anything.
I'm going to move up to this wall over here, and I'm going to roll a stealth check.
I unable
Okay.
to see anything with my low light vision.
Not with that check either, Justin. You're pretty sure, though, you heard correctly that the shot emanated from the west.
And I'll move that cover in that little corner, short wall, and look around for the target. So there's my perception.
As
Do you
everybody-
need another perception from me, Dan?
Yes.
As everybody's scrambling for cover, I will say that report came from the west.
See if my luck's any better this time around. Well, that hurts. And Kalinar takes a shot right in the back.
But I didn't even do anything.
Yeah, everybody else ran for cover. You're still standing out here in the open trying to look around for where it came from, and then you take a shot in the back.
Ridiculous. Well, if anybody can see them, you get a free attack on them.
Let's go ahead and get a... Well, actually, Cestus's perception check comes at about the same time as that shot goes off. So he is able to see a figure over here in the trees.
Get him. Actually, hold on. Let me.
And
look at the
as
specifics.
Cestus is the only one who's able to see this guy at the moment, he's also the only one who... Well, I mean, Kalinar would be the only one who would know of this, aside from Cestus. But Cestus is looking at this guy, and his first thought is, Kalinar? Because that's Kalinar's Mandalorian armor that this guy is wearing, or something very close.
Oh, I'm getting jacked by my own kin.
Unbelievable.
And we have at least one person who can see this guy, so there is no further surprise. Let's go ahead and roll some initiative.
Does Kalinar's ability take effect? Does that mean I could roll a perception check?
His ability does not grant a perception check. His ability would grant a reaction attack to anybody within 6 squares who can see this guy, but nobody is within 6 squares who can see him because Cestus is actually flying up high.
I mean, how high up? Is he within 30 feet of me?
I don't know, it's pretty close, because he is... Let me get this here centered. We're looking at 20 feet just on a lateral level. So how high up are you, Jason?
That's subjective. How high is the tree?
Oh, you're floating up above the tree or like in the branches?
Just above it.
Just above it. So yeah, you would be just out of the range of his stand tall ability there. I would probably say that Kalinar would just save that for another time in this encounter, that it would be more applicable.
That's what I was going to say.
That's fine.
Yeah, no sense burning a once encounter ability when it won't work. So yeah, let's go ahead, get these initiative checks going. At the beginning of each turn, go ahead and roll a perception check to see if you can spot this guy. There will be bonuses to it, assuming that Cestus is not greedily hoarding the location of this guy to himself. I don't think.
No,
he
I've
would.
just been waiting for the. I've been waiting for the initiative or when I can say it, because it's like,
right.
I would definitely point it out.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just being facetious right there. I know you'll tell everybody, but even with the knowledge of he's up there in that tree, just the dim of this whole area is going to make it very difficult to see him unless you're like right on top of him, or you roll very good on your perception check.
I'll use a laser pointer. He's over there.
All of a sudden, 6 cats go and pounce on him.
They're bona fide cats, though.
Summon cat attack.
Summon Nexu.
Let's see. I'm tempted to use my ability to trade somebody for initiative so I can take cover. Is anybody willing to go after the bad guy?
I'll swap with you.
Well, looks like I'm going pretty low.
Not as low as me, but I'll take that swap.
Okay, looks like I've got a little adjustment here then. So 20 for Kalinar and 13 for Cestus. Do a little readjusting there. That should set us up adequately. Yep, looks good. Roll initiative, 1 ally within line of sight. Alright. So once again, James, you got the top initiative. Do good things with it.
So obviously it's newer weapon system than he's been using, so he's got to prop it on the wall for a little bit of support and fire over at that fine gentleman.
Well, you do not see him just yet, but you do have a bonus to your perception check. So go ahead and roll that, and then we'll see what your action is looking like here.
He's in the trees. He's near the top.
Oh yeah, the trees. The trees.
Which one?
Charlie's in the trees.
The orange dark one in shadow.
Over there in the trees.
It's like Arnold in the third act of The Predator, where after they've exhausted every possible option, he looks up. He's using the trees. Well, thank you. I think we all know that by now, bro.
Yeah, we all figured it out.
We all saw
then
that when Hawkins got killed and pulled up into the tree. Come on.
So then he'll just kind of be scanning in the general area where he's pretty sure the shot came from. And if he sees a target, he'll go and fire in that direction. So he'll be just essentially holding his action.
Okay, yeah, the 9 perception will not spot the guy just yet. So, Kalinar, what do you have for your turn?
Take cover. Can I see the guy?
Go ahead, roll perception.
Oh, by the way, am I still down in the condition track?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Yes, you are.
Okay. There you go.
Okay, and the bonus from Cestus, yes, you can see not all of the guy at this distance, but you can see some movement going on in that tree to the west.
I'm going to try again to aid Cestus by attacking a reflex save of 10.
Okay. The force is strong with this one.
Alright, that'll be a +2, and I'm trying to call out where the guy is when I fire.
Alright, so now we got multiple people calling out this guy's location. Another bonus to the perception checks. Justin, your turn.
Alright, so it is a full round action to do first aid with the med pack. Since I have reach with my tentacle, I can reach around the wall to tend to Kalinar from where I'm at. So I will be doing that this round.
That's too cool, man.
Oh yeah, I didn't think I'd be getting the reach around this early.
Hello, Peter.
Giggity.
Thought this was a kid's show.
Hey, not too bad. I'm just glad John survived that initial shot, because when I saw he was coming into this map with 10 HP, I was like, oh god, this might not be bad. This might not be good, because he's been rolling with that hit point loss since the beginning of the first session.
We Mando tough.
14 HP there for Kalinar. Full round action for Cody. Brings us to the assassin. Well, let's see. Who's my target gonna be? I think I will attack Kalinar again. Of course, he will have a hefty cover bonus, but it is a shattered wall, so I think that's an arm. Maybe I can shoot it.
No, I don't have arms. That can't be me.
Well, the bullet rips through the wall right next to Kalinar, and you feel that that was a very, very close call.
Ah!
Okay, and that shot, combined with our existing perception checks, the number of people that are calling out where this guy is, that shot is the giveaway. So from this point on, everybody sees everybody until further stealth checks or what have you are made. So Cestus, go ahead.
Kalinar, it looks like he's wearing your armor.
Do I have any recognition, perhaps, of the weapon this person's using? Anything that would tell me this is someone in my clan?
The weapon, not so much, but slug throwers are pretty common with Mandalorians. historically. They like to use them to kind of somewhat thwart Jedi senses, or at least prevent their own ranged weapons from being used against them. This is still a stranger to you, though. You don't recognize who this might be. Anybody. A slug thrower rifle could be anybody.
All right, so I moved up and then took a shot at him. I'm pretty much trying to get his attention, so he'll shoot at me instead.
And with my held action, would I be able to take a shot as well?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Cestus will have a +2. Hopefully he doesn't need it.
Yeah, he doesn't need it. So, successful shot right there on the assassin. And Rolland is breaking out. Now, for the light repeating blaster, did you look up the rules for that? I'm going to guess not. Looking at the macro that you have there for it, I'll just kind of do a manual. It's actually going to be at a -5, because that weapon only fires on auto fire. So technically you're targeting all 4 of the squares around this guy. Just kind of
That's right.
Just kind of peppering that whole area. It's the potential of doing more damage to a spread area, but with less accuracy.
Gotcha.
All right.
Let's go suppress the fire.
Yes, indeed. So, spray.
And that'll
there.
be my end of turn.
Very cool. We got some spray there in the trees from Rolland. A successful blaster pistol shot to the chest, which just kind of bangs off the Beskar armor that this guy has somehow gotten from where Kalinar left it. And let's go ahead and see what Steve has as he's drawing his range across the map.
Is he in range for me to use move object to pull him out of the tree?
I believe move object has a 6 square reach.
So I would probably have to get to here. Unless you utilize like angles and all that other crap.
I was looking at the book there for a second. I didn't see the spot that you were pinging. Sounds about right.
Basically, I'm trying to pull him out of the tree, so if he falls and takes some damage, that's good too. But I'm hoping that he lands like right over here, so that he's more out in the open.
Well, that's exactly what happens, as unexpectedly he just kind of yanks forward out of the tree and is splayed face first on the ground. Rather uncomfortably. Go ahead and roll 4d6, Don.
Would that put him at prone as well now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, how do I lose my roll 20 at that point?
I don't know. The internet is wonky tonight. It's like kicked me 3 times now.
Dope! You mind if... Or you're back on? Cool.
Yep.
Damn. I was really hoping you would do it again. 1, 1, 1, 2.
I'm glad I didn't.
Nothing will ever top that. A 40-something use the force for 4 fucking points of damage. Ugh! So yeah, this guy is
That was
now
my turn.
laid out on the ground. And Rolland may take another shot on him, but due to the fact that I'm prone, I actually inadvertently have a bonus to my defense against Rolland in this case.
But he'll still.
Oh, we're losing you.
I was just saying, I will still take the shot.
Okay. Oh yeah. Terrible miss. Steve feels like one of those blaster shots comes a little too close to him, and one of them does in fact kind of inadvertently spray at an upwards angle, and once again, Cestus's Beskar armor protects him.
Watch out.
Watch out!
Watch
That's
out!
That's why my visuals aren't working very well. I keep getting hit in the helmet.
All right, Kalinar, let's see what you got.
I'm just gonna all out sprint.
Aw, shit.
Get right up on him. Pistol drawn, obviously, but I can't take any action, just all out run.
All right, how about Cody?
I'm like, oh no, do not get yourself re-injured. And then I will probably follow, at least to try and help defend.
Oh, he's got a backpack med pack. Come on! Is that just all move actions?
I guess the best thing about an all-out run there, John, is you can't roll a 1 to miss.
Yeah, how can you possibly screw it up?
Let's play alternity. John, roll a walk check.
No!
Oh!
Yeah, so I'll move to there following Kalinar because I just, finished applying his bandages. She's like, I'm running over there. I'm like, wait, ah! And then I'll just kind of flank the guy who's prone on the ground at that point. I don't have a gun drawn yet, but my tentacle is kind of like...
You didn't get a chance to cut the gauze yet after that, so he just ran, and now it's like a big roll of toilet paper just kind of stretched across the forest. Oh, goodness. Hey, look, I get a turn. I think I will get up. And I'm not going to use this slug thrower rifle now, considering where we're at. So I think I'll just kind of hold it and kind of use it somewhat in an unarmed attack style, but I'm not actually attacking with the rifle. I'm going to use my combat gloves. And I am going to attack Kalinar.
You fool.
Ha ha!
Get him, boys.
Nice little backhand right there. Oh no!
You've fallen perfectly into my trap card.
All right, I will take
Perfect.
my shot.
Oh, thank God I've got Kalinar's armor, because that will miss me by 1.
Is there a flank bonus?
I do believe flank is +2, so yeah, actually that will turn a miss into a hit. I don't
Take
think...
that point of damage.
Ow!
It's like that episode from Family Guy when Meg grows the nails. Yeah, hey, that kind of hurt. Oh, that didn't even draw blood. No.
Right? Kalinar broke out his best move, and everybody's just like,
Yeah,
We're all
I
at
know.
like
but-
point blank range too, surrounding him.
What's wrong with you people? It's
This
like
is
you're
like-
all a bunch of level 1 stormtroopers. Wait a minute.
This is like we've got the guy completely surrounded with our pistols drawn, and we all fire in the air.
You'll surrender if you know what's good for you.
Oh yeah, no, these dice are horrible today.
Were you going to take a shot, James?
I'll certainly try again.
Is he within 6?
Is James gonna light up the entire area?
It's exactly 6. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
James
you
is
might
gonna-
want to. Yeah, you might want to change weapons since we're all kind of surrounding this guy now.
Seeing how it's a target-rich environment, he's gonna switch it out to his pistol and try to fire.
Cool.
I am not your target.
I do the Roger Murtaugh.
I'm too old for this shit.
Better.
Oh, amazing damage. A force point might make up the difference if you care to spend one.
I will.
You needed a 2, you got a 4. And that's 20 hit points less than I just had.
Holler.
Oh, yeah. Kalinar and the medical droid are close enough to see that that particular blaster shot actually catches him just under the armor and actually rips right through his neck. So there's a steady trickle of blood now from the injury that this guy just took. Cestus, why don't you go ahead and go?
Okay, I want to do something, but I'm not sure if I can do this per the rules. Do you remember how Jango Fett came down with his jetpack and kicked Obi-Wan, knocked him prone?
I remember everything.
I figured you did. So I'm kind of wanting to do something like that to knock him prone and take him prisoner. Like, point my pistol at his bleeding neck now, if that's possible. What would I need to roll for that?
Let me see what the rules say here. 1 second.
Because that almost sounds like it's going to be the martial arts, and if that's the case, I won't risk that way. I'll just go back with another shot.
Okay, yeah, Steve thinks to himself, he was, the guy was up in the tree. He imagined, what would it be like if the guy just fell out of the tree? It would make things a lot easier. And the guy does. So it's like, huh?
Nice.
I love how you're doing that to where it's like you don't really know it's the Force, but you're using the Force.
I'm not seeing
That's your
anything.
first.
I'm not seeing anything with the basic combat rules about how to drop an opponent to prone. There are rules for making yourself
Okay,
prone.
that's fine. I'll just stick with a pistol shot then.
Yeah, my guess would be that the maneuver you're looking for is probably something that's covered under a feat or a talent.
I figured it may be. That's why I'd ask, because you know the rules way better than I do.
Yeah, and this is a system we're all a few years out of practice on too, and there's like 13 books of material, so it could be feasibly hidden in any of them. I just didn't see anything in the core rules.
Now, am I at a bonus to hit him or not?
You're coming down from the high ground with a melee, so that's a +1 to attack.
Oh no, I was going to go back to the pistol. That's my bad.
Oh, I see.
Since it was too complex and probably a feat or something, I wasn't going to go that direction.
Gotcha. My bad. Yeah, go ahead and just take a normal shot, and any bonuses I may apply. Well, not enough for that. I was just going to give you a +1.
Man, I suck.
I guess
All
you
right,
could spend.
got to get more trained.
Yeah.
All right, end of turn.
could spend a force point, but you would need a 6.
Yeah, that's too far to waste a force point on. So I'll end of turn.
Okay, let's have Steve's turn.
And it is the trip feat you're thinking of. It. You have to grapple somebody and then you can trip them with that.
Trip feet. Cool. Thank you, J-Man.
Okay, I'm going to try something unusual.
You're going to take death sticks in the middle of combat?
Almost. I'm going to walk up to him. It's worked before in, the past. Give me your gun.
Who are you talking to?
Him using mind trick.
He gives you a Mandalorian gesture that is the equivalent of go suck a butt. I'm a Mandalorian! Mind tricks do not work on me, same as with Toydarians and Hutts and Ubis and seemingly half the fucking races in the galaxy.
Well, that wasn't very nice. What is it? I have to beat his will?
It
or
is.
something like that?
Yeah. You would guess, I mean, you're not really sure what you're doing in character. You just know that you've had better success with this when the person isn't already in a state of combat.
True, I'd walk up to them prior to combat so that I could either get a weapon or get past them or something like that.
Right.
I guess that ends my turn.
Okay. And still in cover all the way back over here is Roland.
Feeling a little more confident, he's going to come out from cover and then take a better shot.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's just his head!
It's like Scorpion, except instead of throwing out the grapple, he just throws out his head and bites him. Thank you so much for joining in, CJ, man. Hope you had a good time. Thank you so much.
Also, it's a little bit more difficult, so he takes a shot, but he's not going to do a follow-on because he's not in the best position to.
All right. So Roland's shot is short by a few points. I don't know if you want to burn another force point at this point.
I mean, is it super close, or it's remote that he'll make it?
You need on the high side. You need a 4.
I'll try it.
All right. Hey, all right.
Rocket, James, rocket.
Nice.
Heck yeah. So that is another shot that catches him in the gut. The armor protects mostly against that. It doesn't cause any kind of grievous injury. Mostly it's an impact kind of damage that he takes, but he seems a bit winded now at this point, and his head starts darting around, and you can imagine he's looking for an escape route. And Cody's really the only one who has the correct angle at this point to see that he's got one of those smaller jetpacks magnetically clamped to the back of the armor. So feasibly, he could just be out of here in a second. Your turn. Oh, I'm sorry. Kalinar's turn, then Cody's turn.
So I mean, I'm not good enough to grapple him at a -7 or something that I have.
Come on, you got a natural 20 in you.
I want to try to just like restrict his, if I can corral him under the tree, for example. So if he were to jetpack, he'd go right into the tree. Like I want to just try to use our physical bodies and space to eliminate his options for escape.
I think we're looking at some kind of push.
Okay, so he fell out of the tree, but he's not under the tree?
Correct. Dawn kind of pulled him forward out of the tree. He's got a bit of canopy above him, but the majority of the canopy is actually above Cody here.
Whatever. I'm gonna level the pistol at his head and say, "It's over. The helmet." And try to intimidate him to surrender.
Okay. He keeps darting his head around looking for an escape route and quickly comes to realize that it's probably not going to happen. So he doesn't take off the helmet, but he does drop his rifle and he raises both arms slowly.
See, I knew it would work. It just took a second.
That armor, it isn't yours.
It's mine now, isn't it?
Maybe it was. Seems it's mine again.
Are we out of initiative?
Go ahead with your turn, Justin.
I wanted to see if I could disengage that jetpack from him. You said it's just magnetically on, right?
Correct.
Would I need to roll anything for that?
I would think a mechanics.
Yeah, that's what I'll do as he's like kind of talking to him. Surrendering, I'm like, he might be trying to think cleverly and like, I'm surrendering, but so I'm gonna just kind of try to swipe that off his back.
Okay. Oh man, natural 1. Crap, the DC wasn't even that high and you almost made it. You want to force point that or leave me with my jetpack? You need a 3 if you're going to force point.
Do we have any like Justin thinking music?
I can hear it right here. It's pretty freaking epic. Thinking.
All I hear is the Bugs Bunny like factory music.
I was just checking to see if I get a bonus from the toolkit I have, but it does not give a bonus. So,
Dope.
Yeah, I'll spend a force point. I'm pretty sure this is going to be important because he might get away otherwise.
Okay. Woo! All right. And you snatch that thing right off of his back, and now you're in possession of it, and you think it might look pretty cool on you.
Hell yeah. Why, after all, why not? Why shouldn't I keep it?
Nice. Okay. Well, anything else with your turn there, Justin?
No, that I'll swipe that out and be like, don't think you can use this to run.
All right. And the nature of the 6-second combat round, I'm already committed to my action here, which happens just a split second after you retrieve my jetpack, so my hands up in the air, I all of a sudden try to just come down with a quick strike on Kalinar here in front of me, at the same time uttering a quick blast as my jetpack has been relieved of my possession. Oh yeah! Take that!
Ow!
So yeah, his gun
Sick
is
of
on the
getting kicked
ground.
around.
His gun's on the ground, his jetpack is in Justin's hands, and he's now just very much in a fighting stance, like he's looking around at all of you, just waiting to see where the next attack is going to come from. I'm not going down easy. Go ahead, Cestus.
Alright, this time I'm going to do a grapple. I'm going to come down and just grab onto him, and I'm going to use my shockweb on my armor.
Okay. So, grapple checks. Let's see those.
What am I rolling for that again? Just a strength or what?
There should be a grapple section underneath your force points. A couple rows down.
Oh, I see it. Oh yeah,
What
yeah.
the
I'm
hell is
way
that?
on this.
Do you not have a strength bonus?
No, I have a strength of 10.
Oh, man.
That's why I have the shockweb on my armor. So
see.
basically, all I need to do is come in contact with him to engage the shockweb,
So it's a touch attack for the shock damage, basically.
more or less.
All right. Well, looks like I'm just going to kind of Matrix juke my way out of that one. And my eyes turn to Steve as I realize there's no way this guy's taking me down. What do you got, Steve?
All right. Can I use my mind trick again? Or move object again?
You did select it twice, I believe, yeah.
No, because I have it once. Remember what I did is I changed move object 1, mind trick 1, surge 1, and then mystery. DM's choice.
Gotcha. I did not give you a second move object as the mystery power.
All right. So I'm going to shoot him with the stun setting on this blaster rifle.
Cool.
And realize that I probably should have changed the cartridge out before taking the shot.
You inadvertently shoot Kalinar. Yep, there it is. Don't shoot me. Nope, he did.
Come on! Why me?
What the fuck did I do wrong? Tell me.
Told you.
Let's get all of our
dice.
bad luck out during these first games.
You blabbed, Kalinar. You blabbed about Mandalore.
It would have been entertaining if you had
Kill
shot me
me,
with the
bastard.
stun bolt instead.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
You did what all the assassins couldn't.
Wait, but it's not an automatic hit on him. Would I have to make an attack roll to see if I actually hit him?
Oh no, it's a miss. We're just joking.
Oh, because you have an X across him, so I'm like, oh shit.
Oh damn. Yeah, what are you doing there? I was just joking. I'm sorry. Oh goodness. All right. How about Roland? What do you got?
Sorry, this push to talk is killing me.
And you do remember we're only level 1 characters here, right?
Oh, absolutely. I knew this was not going to be a walk in the park, but I didn't think it was going to be a challenge of this magnitude.
He's gonna try to stun him since everybody else seems to be doing the same thing.
Yeah, basically I made guys with low attack bonuses but decent HP because I knew I only had 2 droids against a party of 5 and 1 assassin against a party of 5. So I thought I might hit you guys somewhat on occasion, but weapons do 3d8, 4 dice 6, 3 dice 6, so you guys will be able to chip away at their hit points. You've got the action economy on your side. But if you're rolling natural ones every freaking roll, it doesn't really matter who's got more attacks.
Exactly.
Well, James seems to be doing well tonight.
Oh! Well, that's
Is he
unfortunate. Well, that was a stun?
Yes. Since I saw everybody else trying to do the same, so I decided to stun him.
Well, I don't take all the damage then, so I do suffer some condition track effects, but rather than being dead, I have hit points left and am at some negatives. Boop.
I guess at this point, I'll just say, do you want him dead or alive? This is your last opportunity to tell me.
I did say in the chat, because everyone was chatting,
Oh yeah.
but keep him alive is what I said in game.
Yeah, you did.
And
I
so
just
that's
know
what's
that
going on.
People don't always listen to what the rest of the party is saying.
I can't hear you all over all of my missing rolls.
Kalinar, see if you can finish this guy off. He's breathing pretty heavily now. That trickle of blood is starting to spill over the front of your armor, and the gut shot that he took a few rounds ago seems to be having a heavy impact on him. He might have broken a rib or something.
I effectively had it leveled at him last time, so I just pulled the trigger.
All right.
Well, I guess I switched it to stun, but still.
Okay. And only because of the condition track effect does that actually hit me. And renders the guy unconscious.
It's fitting that you took the last shot on him to knock him down.
Yeah, that worked out well.
I did ask him nicely.
I replaced
Asking
the power pack
nicely
in my weapon.
with a pistol usually works better.
I had the pistol drawn when I asked nicely.
You did, and it worked much better, didn't it?
Let's take that helmet off.
Yeah, I look down at the unconscious guy and say, "You are fortunate that they wanted you alive."
I'm going to pick up the slug thrower just so that it's not anywhere near his reach.
Okay. Are we... Well, what else are we doing with this guy?
What would he look like when I take the helmet off?
He is a pale-faced guy with bright blonde hair, and even in a state of unconsciousness with a contemptuous sneer on his face. Kalinar and Cestus alike both recognize him as Glabius Oshav. He was somebody who was fiercely loyal to Mandalore Zosh before his untimely demise a couple months ago. You haven't seen him easily in probably half a year before that event, the explosion. So you're not sure how he came to be in possession of your armor or why he has it out for you, but no doubt this is Glabius.
The way you described it makes me think. I'm gonna put this in the Discord.
Who is the thief here?
Do you think he would know where the books are?
I don't know, but he's obviously spent quite a bit of time here. Look how pale he is. I think he's been here a while.
He's always very pale. He just doesn't really ever come out of the armor. He just didn't have this armor before. He had like regular Durasteel armor. Kalinar had Beskar armor like you do, and now this guy has it.
Are you going to remove all of the armor from him?
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. It's not his.
Okay. I will also assume the combat gloves as well. So, John, that is a Mandalorian battle armor. It is a +8 +2 reflex defense, +2 fortitude bonus from the gear, and a +2 maximum dexterity bonus in conjunction with that. There are other effects that come with the armor as well. We will go through that once it's on your character sheet, and I'll add that stuff in. You don't necessarily have to wear it. There was a reason in-game why your character didn't have it. So, we can definitely cross that bridge when we come to it.
Right. I will record it for now.
Very cool.
I will check him for other possessions and or valuables.
Well, he's got a cred stick that reads 1,000 credits on it.
Score.
I'm going to make my way to the ship. I'm a little worried about that one shot we heard. I'm going to check in on Jet.
Okay.
And I'll go with him.
The ship is still sealed tight, and Jet is within, dozing peacefully thanks to the medication that Cody has given him. Additionally, Steve finds a what he thinks is a ship beacon in this guy's possession, and it's kind of flashing very slowly. So what you understand about this is that it'll flash quicker the closer you get to whatever is linked to this beacon.
Anybody want to come follow this and see what we find?
We may have to wait on that, Steve. We are still dealing with an unconscious man.
Well, fortunately, he remains unconscious long enough for Kalinar to get him prepared for interrogating and questioning. Do we want to do that aboard the ship, or are we going to do that out here in the mist?
I was thinking the ship would be a nice, secure location.
Okay.
I concur.
Okay, while you guys are talking to that guy, who wants to come try to find a ship?
Yeah, let's split up.
I do not believe it is wise for us to make the party split in this location with possible assassins about it.
Yeah, but I don't think that anybody else is going to be on board that ship or anything like that.
You also did not think anybody was on board Roland's ship, but there was.
Let's all get on Roland's ship and then go look for that ship. We'll see what we can find.
Yes, that was my suggestion. Yamor speaks. Very cool. So we get this guy back onto the ship. I'm not sure what skill we would roll here to kind of restrain him. I don't know. I don't think there's a huge rope in Star Wars, so whatever the closest skill would be for restraining this guy. Anybody want to roll that? Feel free to do so.
Chewie, let me see those binders.
I think they use survival for rope type stuff.
That makes sense.
Ooh, I have survival.
All right. Let's see if Steve can get this guy restrained.
You know, there was this one time where I had to earn some money working in this brothel, and I had to...
That's enough. That's enough. I don't want to hear about nuts and what you did with said nuts. Roland will be at the pilot in the cockpit, just staying by, just in case you have to take off in a hurry.
All right. We don't have any actual rope. We don't have binders, but we do have plenty of trees and plenty of vines and things of that nature. Some of which seem pretty sturdy. So Steve appropriates some of those to fashion some bindings for this guy, and you're all pretty satisfied that he's not going to be going anywhere.
And we'll stuff used medical gauze in his mouth so he can't talk too much right now.
Well, that defeats the purpose of questioning.
Well, he's still unconscious.
Give him a good case of cottonmouth and we'll all start drinking water right in front of him.
What if Cody... What if Cody stays here with this guy and uses sedation medicine to keep him under control?
Let's just all get in the ship and go look for the other ship.
That is definitely not something within my normal protocols.
I might be able to work the beacon through my detection systems on board and just use it as a guide, possibly.
Oh yeah, it's got a USB plug-in, easy peasy.
I'll jump in the co-pilot seat and try and arrange that if I can.
You realize that the movie would have been a lot longer if they stopped making ports that R2D2 could just plug into.
True.
Hey,
Yeah, but then Echo would just do it all.
I've got an S-Comp link too.
Gotta scomp in.
Well, between me and Jason, we could probably essentially tag team the used computer to see if we can figure it out. Also, keep it so it's not like essentially reroute it to ping our location.
Yeah,
Right.
maybe if there was anything of value in this, in the house and the books and stuff, might be on his ship.
All right,
There you go. There we
both of you up there in the cockpit, you get this thing linked up with the ship systems, and you're able to tell that it's less than a kilometer away. So it's literally going to be a boop, 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 and then you'll be there. However, the be there will be the cliffhanger for tonight. We'll find out exactly what this beacon is going to lead us to next week. Got to leave them wanting more. And I think we got a couple good combats in. Definitely more intense than I anticipated they would be.
Your definition of good and our definition of good are two completely different things on that combat.
A good's any battle I can walk away from.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Aren't you glad you have a medical droid with the talent that doubles the amount of healing he does?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm also glad that medical droid was rolling 20s tonight.
On his
No
attacks,
joke.
no less. What'd you guys think tonight?
I had a blast tonight. I mean, the difficulty of the combat made it more intense, faster and more intense. But I enjoyed it because of that.
That is the plan, absolutely.
Completely agree. It was super intense.
Yeah.
I don't like falling unconscious.
I'm really feeling old and busted.
Hey, at least you're not falling dead.
That is a good
guess it
point.
could be worse.
Yeah, it could have been really bad there. We had Don almost get nailed with a natural 20 from a... Well, he did get nailed with a natural 20 from a light repeating blaster. James almost got nailed with a natural 20 frag grenade.
Oh,
That was basically like the grenade was thrown at him and he just like caught it like, oh.
Oh, yeah. And like I was telling you guys during the setup, the weeks of setup that we did for this campaign, I very much wanted to keep things moving at a fast pace, not really have a lot of lull points, weeks passing in between events, and things of that nature. So it's in that frame of mind that I kind of viewed last session, and I want to say this entire session as probably Act 1 of the first movie of our trilogy that we're putting together here. And next week, and possibly even the week after that, depending on how long next week takes us, will be our Act 2. So we're already getting very close to wrapping up the Hutt Empire, which may seem ironic considering we haven't seen a single Hutt yet, but I promise you they are coming. You don't want to rush getting into a combat with the Hutts, especially considering how we did against the hunter-killer droids.
Well, with all the bounty hunters coming after us, everybody coming after us, and they know who we are and how to find us, I'm pretty sure that might be the Hutts that are doing it.
It could be. And I forgot to insert a little foreshadowing there when your characters finished getting the medical supplies back at the spaceport. There, I meant to insert the sensation that somebody was watching you and following you from that point, because that was this guy that just tried to assassinate John. he did a more traditional tracking, whereas the IG bounty hunters were basically like the Mandalorian. Here's the bounty puck. Here's the tracker. It's going to take you to this guy. The only thing we can tell you is that he's 50 years old, except we've actually got better information on Dawn. Here's his picture. You guys have worked with him before. Here's his chain code. Here's his biometrics, and have at it.
At least I wasn't damaged.
That's good. Very good.
Yeah, fortunately, the foes that you're fighting so far don't really see the strategy, and if I take out the medical droid, the rest of them will fall like dominoes. They're just like, it's a medical droid. It's just kind of wandering through the middle of combat, like a protocol droid, just insisting, no, don't do this. Goodness gracious me! So, I mean, that's why the HK just like literally walked right past you.
And yeah, I mean, I could see it not even considering me a threat after I hit it for
Yep.
a whole point of damage.
One.
Really?
One. Oh, thanks for scratching my back there. It's been itching forever, and my appendages don't quite reach around that way.
Initiate self-destruct.
Whereas, as we learned, Cody is the master of the reach around.
Wow.
I did not mind. It was quite nice.
It felt good, didn't it, John?
It was pretty good, you know. I was
We
a
moved
little
into
apprehensive,
a whole
but
nother realm of role playing.
The first reach around in Star Wars history, and not the way you would think. It was actually rather pleasant.
Wasn't the first reach around Leia grabbing onto Luke, trying to swing across that chasm?
Whoa!
well, now.
I guess that did make them swingers.
Yeah, this was a fun, intense session. I did enjoy getting to use my specific talents and skills for this character, the healing abilities and stuff. And I really liked the fact that the Force users were like, oh, the Force will heal you for 4 hit points. And I'm like, watch this, 34.
Off of a natural 20, here's 4 hit points.
Science, bitch.
I just like the fact that, it's like, hey, look, move object. That worked. Mind trick. Oh, crap, that didn't work.
It would have been funny if we had the foresight to make Justin's character's acronym for the droid kind of something that would spell out bail.
Give him a droid with the Bale Force?
Yeah, and in this indication, with a low force-powered campaign and our Force Master rocking 4 hit points of healing on natural 20s, the Bale Force would be more powerful than ever. Like, look at this, the droid's just showing the frickin' Jedi Master up like there's no tomorrow.
I support this, science, bitch.
Yeah, it's like,
Man, and we had some good participation tonight. We had CJ sticking with us for most of the stream. We had Queen Jelly. We had Just a Wife. We had Myra Cozy kind of lurking around there for a bit. We had Hans Loves D&D doing a host and a raid at the same time, seemingly. So that was freaking awesome. And also bringing Pizza the Hutt into the mix. So I think I'm definitely going to have to make that happen. Possibly Prince Valium as well. I think he could be very useful in this story.
And then I had to go and ruin the pace. Sorry, I was trying to whisper. I don't know why I didn't whisper.
It's because the W and the E are right next to each other. It happens all the time. When we were doing only text games, it was the best when it would happen to Ben, because half of his conversation is in whispers. So the occasional times he would slip up, which wasn't often, he would occasionally post something in the chat log under an emote rather than a whisper, and everybody, Ben, oh.
I wouldn't
tried-
even know
I
Ben was
tried
playing the
putting
game
things-
till he'd accidentally mistell his whisper.
And I was trying to put stuff up there all night long. I had about a half a dozen that it's like it wouldn't go.
Huh, very strange. Because I know
But
the
my-
CEM isn't working tonight. I haven't, if that's what you're trying to use, the CEM, I actually don't have that macro built into this game yet. So it's just the /E.
Yeah, it wouldn't do it. It would like not recognize.
Very strange. Well, don't miss us tomorrow night, everybody, because we got another Role-Playing Unlimited out-of-character episode. I believe Evil Dawn and Justin and Jason will be there as co-hosts as usual, and we'll be continuing our Star Wars what-if battles, Luke Skywalker versus Obi-Wan Kenobi on the Mustafar Lava River. If you haven't seen exactly what if concoction that I put together to bring these two together, I will definitely be posting that again in tomorrow's promos. But I did post that originally, in addition to potentially Boba Fett versus Han Solo, which I'm very interested to see, of course. So I look forward to that tomorrow, and then probably the week after that, I think we'll do another interactive Q&A. Now that we're getting some more followers and some more interaction, hopefully we can carry that over to the out-of-character show as well, and see if we get a lot more Q&A interactions on that. I think that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
I don't think it'll be fun. Yeah.
You know, if my dice keeps working the way that they work tonight, whoever's fighting against me has a definite advantage.
Yeah, Leia versus Padme. It wasn't good that Dawn was controlling Padme, for sure. Her dice were not with her.
Hey, my dice went much better, man. I had a couple natural ones in there.
Yeah. It was the most epic blaster fight in the confines of an apartment that we've ever seen.
We were having one of those like little cat fights where it's just like
I liked that we had some RP there in conjunction with it as well, because at their spirit, they're intended to just be one-on-one quick combats, almost like the Star Wars miniatures game we used to play. But we do have a little story kind of put in there as well to give the what-if a little more tangibility.
yeah, it's not like here's character A, here's character B, and fight.
Right. How about you, James? How'd you enjoy tonight?
A lot. The rolls, not so much. But the ball gags and blaster was a little weird. And my push to talk, as you can see, is horrendous. So yes.
Yeah, it's giving you about 70% of what you're trying to get across, so I think most of the time we're getting what you're saying, but occasionally it's like, and then I go, and then we're just kind of like, what?
Yeah, it just needs a suck a butt.
I got that line from the movie Devil, by the way. If you've never seen it, it's my favorite line of the movie, because they're trapped in the elevator the whole time, and one of them is possessed by the devil, but you don't know which one. And the lawyer at one point, he's this snarky Indian or whatever guy, I forget, but somebody's giving him crap at one point, and he just looks over at him, and he's like, yeah, why don't you suck a butt? I was like, that's freaking awesome.
I may have to go watch that one. I remember that, seeing the previews for that.
Yeah, it's a good one. Very good.
Oh, Star Wars rumor? Cody will be in Obi-Wan.
Nice. I hear that Boba Fett is going to be in the book of Boba Fett, so I'm very excited for that.
Fake news. He died.
Yeah, that's not Boba Fett. That's Omega.
Oh, man. Yeah, how about that wild fan theory? Obi-Wan Kenobi from Episode 1 might be a shout-out to Old Ben from Episode 4.
That was funny.
Right? Thank you so much, Hans Loves D&D, for sticking around through the stream, man. We love having you here. Thank you, everybody else, for joining in, for following, for viewing. Hope to catch you on a live stream or on a repeat sometime. We're going to be doing this every week, both shows, and I'll squeeze in some Final Fantasy or whatever game streams in between now and then. Justin, say goodnight, man.
we'll say good night. Good night. Good night and adieu.
Hey, Don.
Hey, good night, everybody. And again, make sure you join us tomorrow night for a little bit different feel. And, and I'm definitely looking forward to when we get back to our regular RP OOC scenario.
James!
I don't know if it's gonna last. Of course it didn't. It's like, good evening. I was like, good evening.
You just be like, good night.
Good evening.
What's up, Kalinar? Good night, man.
You can't beat that short and sweet from James. Good night, all.
And good night from New Mexico, Jason.
Have a good night, everyone. I really enjoyed the game. Glad we had it. Thanks for sticking with us. Good night.
I actually have an ending theme set up for us here, unlike last week, and the end credits constructed as well. So, without further ado, let's see what it looks like. I actually haven't even seen it yet, so hopefully I did it right. Good night, all. Are you with us?